Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Joys of Aquatics channel. So, a few days ago, I gave you an update on my main community tank. Another update for that tank will come soon, but I'm going to go ahead and give you guys an update on my other tanks. So, I'm starting out here with my 10-gallon hospital tank. There is stuff floating in the water because I just put some food in there. So, these guys are being fed Ocean Nutrition. Sorry guys, the zooming sucks on this phone camera. There we go. Ocean Nutrition brine shrimp plus flakes is what I'm feeding these guys. It's a new food that I've been trying out with the fry, and the fry seem to like it. But let me just show you guys some of the fish that are in here. For example, this guy right here. This guy is actually a genetic defect. You guys can look at his face. His face is actually a little smushed up. The bottom part of his face, where I guess you would say the cheeks are kind of sunken in. At first I thought maybe it was some weird disease. No, it's a genetic, it's either a genetic defect, or the only other thing I could think of is this could be one of the old babies that I rescued before it got sucked into the filter, and he had some body damage, but he's still there, alive and well. Right now I am medicating with 2 medications. I am using Melifix, and I am also using Pimafix. Now I do have a bigger Melifix bottle. This is just the one that I started out with. And the reason I'm using this stuff first is because I just want to try it out and see if it actually works for the most part. Here's some of the fish coming up to eat. A lot of the guys that are in here, and it is mostly males that are in here, have injuries. And these injuries came from them pretty much fighting. This batch that I just got recently rid of to a local shop, I had a lot of boys, and these boys love to fight. Now this girl right here, or this one right there, was sorry, not girl, it's a boy. That orange big boy right there was had a big white patch near his top fin where some of his scales got ripped off, so I can only assume one of 2 things: either he was fighting, or probably scratched himself on rocks, or ornaments too hard. And there's about 3 in here with similar injuries like that. Then there is one in here who is slowly but surely regrowing his tail. I cannot explain what the hell happened to his tail, to be honest with you, but he is starting to heal, and his tail is slowly starting to come back. So, not that one. He's the one without the tail. Usually likes to hide in the rocks or behind the rocks, so it's a little difficult to get him. You see right there, that one has still a little bit of a white patch at the top there, but it is shrinking. So I am on the 5th day of dosing with Pimafix and Melifix. So by Tuesday, if I don't see any results, I will then start with the heavier medication with, General Cure and erythromycin and things of that nature. So I will try to save these guys as best as I can. Also in here, this is new, I am testing out these box filters. And I actually got this box filter for really cheap, for about $2. Obviously it didn't come with the stuff that's inside it, so I did have to buy some fiber floss and some biomedia. Well, I didn't buy the biomedia, but I've had it for a while to put in there. But hey, for $2, that thing's working great. All right, let me see. Its lid here's a little open, tank's a little popped out. I did clean out some of the poop before I decided to go ahead and feed them. So let me go ahead and show you guys some of these other tanks here. So this is Mally, a standard Raintail Beta. Was been pretty much back and forth having fin rot, And actually what I've been doing is I'm trying something new. I medicate the food with Betafix instead of just dumping the Betafix in there. Let me go ahead. You see it, dude? Come on. Let me go ahead and feed this dude. This dude is really hungry, so and he will eat it even if it's medicated, so that is good. See if I could zoom in better on him. There you go. So happily eats his food, which is good. And this is a 2.5 gallon top fin tank. So as far as water parameters and things go, everything seems fine. There's a little bit of a wonder shell still left. He's got 3 of these guys as roommates or tank mates. Bumblebee Nerite snails. And he does like to mess with them sometimes, but since they have thorns, he's really limited to what he can do. Next tank here is a 3.5 gallon top fin enchant, and this is the one that in my original channel I modified the filter to fit in some of the aqua clear sponges along with the beneficial bacteria, or not beneficial bacteria, but the biomedia and carbon kit, you know. So just trying to see if I can save money filtering this tank. And this tank has been up for over a month now. It'll be coming close to 2 months in a few days, and it's doing absolutely wonderful. Tank has survived. Tank's color has come back in full. It was fading out when the others died. And along with that, there are snails in here other than these pest pond snails. There are 2 of these horn nerites, brown horn nerites, and 1 ram's horn snail, who I am actually surprised he's not out and about. So actually there's one of the snails right there. That's one of the ram's, or not the ram's horn, but the nerite. Next here is Pinky. Pinky is the oldest beta I have, over I think like 8 months now. And I've also been giving her food with Betafix in it. And the main reason for that is she has a little pimple-ish dot in the middle, a little bit on top of her head, a little past her head. And I'm just hoping that's not something really dangerous. And I've been medicating her for about a week now too. If after a week it doesn't, you know, work out, then I'll have to switch to heavier meds. But I do hope little Pinky, she'll be fine. She's actually a very good girl. She's you know, she's very active. She's the one that gives me the least problems sickness-wise. And yeah, sorry guys, my student's terrible. As you see, she's just fluttering. She's wondering when I'm going to feed her, but you guys can look at that belly. She had too much to eat yesterday, so I'm not going to feed her today. And then at the top here are the ones that are bigger, 5th generation of babies that are growing out. The smaller ones in here are the 6th generation. However, there are 6th generation babies also in there all over the tank. So it seems that a situation came about where my babies started having babies, and now I'm stuck with a bunch of babies. This cycle never stops. Platies have a lot of babies, but as you guys can see, tank's a little crowded. I do have this mesh net in there for the newer babies. They were in here, but I'm actually starting to realize that I don't like these things for holding fry. And the main thing is they get dirty and hold poop, unlike these mesh ones where the poop just ends up kind of sinking down to the floor. So I'm not going to use this anymore for breeding. I'll just use it for isolation, and maybe to use for a way to feed my snails. But yeah, not for fry anymore. And you can see them all nice, happy. This tank is going to need definitely a water change. I have been having problems with the top fin filter. In about a week, the pad will just stop, you know, working properly. And actually, you guys can see it here. This one is already kind of just pouring water from the side. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll run it up to the max, see what's going on. Well, one thing too, that bag's gotten dirty, so that might be one of the issues there. Alright, so let me just drop that water there. Okay, that stopped it. Alright, cool. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been having to do to stop that from working so negatively like that. I am looking to switch to an AquaClear filter for this tank, and this tank only, just to try those out. And maybe I will have better luck with the AquaClear than that thing, but I still have plenty of filters for it, so I do need to use it. And then finally, the frog tank. The frog tank here, unfortunately, nothing really wrong with it, but the frogs are in hiding. And why is that? Well, it's because I turned the light on. These guys are pretty nocturnal. They would rather just pretty much hang out inside the log during the day, or sometimes even that rock. And you know, but unfortunately not today. They don't seem to want to come out today. So, but they've been doing fine. All the fish are doing fine. You know, so everything's good. Cool. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you guys liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe, and have a great day.